Hey everybody, Michael Snyder, California Weather Watch. Today is February 3rd, and right now we're looking at the infrared satellite imagery. Check out the old Kona low here starting to push off to the east, getting closer to the California coastline. Precipitation continues for some areas in Northern California. This atmospheric river is just absolutely hammering northern portions of the state. And then you can see the kicker, the frontal system moving through as we go through the next couple of days. And then we've got another system after that hot on its heels as well. So I'll show you that detail here as we go through the video this morning. Taking a closer look, I want to back this up and actually let me make sure that's overlaid. There we go. Look at the Shasta County convergence zone embedded within the atmospheric river there. I mean, look at that intense precipitation is continuing over the same area. Very interesting feature there as that continued on through yesterday. And then we're starting to bounce this back a little bit north as we go through the day today, but it's quickly going to come crashing back south, and some colder air is going to be arriving as well. I'll show you some of the timing on that here as we go through the video this morning. And if you want to record all this crazy weather we get here, it's got a haptic rain gauge lightning detection system. It's easy to set up. Click on the link down below to save 10% off. Helps support the channel as well. Drought monitor, not much has changed, and what we're hoping for here is some of this precipitation to get down towards Southern California. Models are showing some positive changes with that as far as the forecast is concerned. I'll show you that here in a bit. But look at the storm timeline. This was updated this morning, National Weather Service, Sacramento. Look at Tuesday through Thursday. Colder system as a front is kicking through. Moderate to heavy rain and snowfall. Snow levels down to 4,000 to 5,000 feet by Tuesday night. And of course, 3 to 35 by Wednesday. Snow levels even lower up towards Shasta County. That includes the Siskiyous going back and forth across I-5 as well. Now, taking a look at storm number 2, Monday through Wednesday morning. Again, some big rainfall totals from the Bay Area. Sacramento, look at that, 2 to 3 inches. Higher amounts across the higher terrain. And then again, the crashing snow levels as we go on in through Tuesday night and then on in through Tuesday night in Shasta County and the Siskiyous again. This goes through February 5th, Wednesday a.m. Moderate impacts. And if you take a look, you can see we got wind advisories, you got winter storm warnings, you got high wind warnings, flood watches, and winter weather advisories, all kinds of stuff. Looks like a fruitcake out there on the weather map. That's how you know things are getting kind of crazy. There's the Siskiyou Summit there as you pass across the California-Oregon border, and you can see there are some major impacts out there. So heads up if you're traveling back and forth on I-5 for the next couple of days as this colder air starts to drop down as we go through. This is basically 4 a.m. Yesterday through 4 p.m. on Tuesday tomorrow. Now for Southern California, we do have some precipitation chances coming in here, and you can see Los Angeles looks like during the day Tuesday night and into Wednesday, a little bit better amounts across some of Ventura, Santa Barbara, San Luis Obispo. So yeah, a couple systems coming through here, and I'll show you that in the weather models in a moment. But this is the day 1 excessive rainfall outlook. There's the day 2. You notice it drops down across Sacramento, some of the Bay Area, some of the Central Coast, and even down towards some Santa Barbara and Ventura counties. And then day 3, that puts an end to that as the frontal system will be weakening as it moves south. Now, if we take a look at this atmospheric river bouncing around, it lifts north briefly today, but then quickly this frontal system is going to be pushing that back down across the Bay Area. As we go through tomorrow, some windy conditions, thunderstorm potential, big time mountain snows as this frontal system kicks through, but it is weakening once it reaches Southern California. However, there's another system on tap after that one, and that one could bring a little bit better chances for Southern California as far as precipitation is concerned. So you like to see that, the 1-2 punch perhaps making it all the way down to Southern California. And if we look at that on the European model, there we go, as bringing the kicker down. And this one could be very windy for some of the Central Coast, the Bay Area, some of the Sacramento and San Joaquin Valley. So we're going to take a look at some of these wind speeds in the high-resolution model here in a moment. And again, the big snows for the Sierra Nevada. Some of that precipitation down towards Southern California. Secondary system could also be fairly windy as well, and that could push some more precipitation down across Southern California. Another round of mountain snows and some heavy rainfall associated with that one also. So let's take a look at the GFS. Does it agree with what the European was just showing? Well, for the most part, it does. Powerful low pressure system just developing as it's moving into the coastal areas there, and strong winds, big mountain snows. It does bring a little bit down towards the Los Angeles metro, and then that secondary system, maybe a little bit better amounts, but the GFS is on the lighter side as far as Southern California precipitation is concerned. AR4 still ongoing. Let me update that, make sure. Yes, we are looking at some strong atmospheric river potential here over the next next couple of days. The AR scale is based on integrated vapor transport and duration. Now, I've been showing this the last couple of days. This is 80-meter wind speeds. I'm going to loop through this pretty quick. You can see the boundary kind of hanging out there across the Bay Area, Central Coast, and pushing down. You notice it does weaken as it gets past Point Conception there and goes through Southern California. Now, also what's going on, watch the high winds across some of the higher terrain. Then look at the winds really ramp up as you go through the day Tuesday morning, Bay Area, Central Coast, valley areas really get breezy as we go through the day on Tuesday. Look at this Tuesday afternoon. Very strong winds. Strong, sharp frontal system starts to cast down across the Bay Area and some of the Central Coast, and then puts an end to most of those high winds. You see the winds turn northerly out of the San Joaquin Valley as you go through the morning Wednesday. And then we wait for the next system. There's another one coming after that. If we look at accumulated 10-meter max wind gusts, you'll see these really start to ramp up again as we go through Tuesday morning for the Bay Area. There's some gusty winds there. And then look at these winds pick up as you go through the day Wednesday. Look at this, 50 plus for Sacramento, some of the valley areas, coastal range, coastal Central Coast up towards Bay Area. I mean, look at that 59 right near San Francisco there. So yeah, some strong winds, especially across the Sierra Nevada, East Slopes as well. Some gusts up over 60, 70 miles per hour possible with that activity. Now, if we take a look at the composite reflectivity, I like to play through this. You can see the bounce back north this morning. And then again, this frontal system pushing down as we go through tonight into tomorrow. And look at that system rolling in here. There's thunderstorm potential at that. Some strong segments moving in there could cause some urban flooding for any given areas. Big snows across the Sierra Nevada, and it does bring some down towards Los Angeles here. It is definitely weakening though as we go through the day Wednesday, and then there's another system after that. Now, if we look at lightning flash density potential, you can see the European is picking up on that. This, again, is late Tuesday morning. There's on the day Tuesday, so watch out for that. Bay Area south along the Central Coast, maybe even sneaking into the valley areas and along the Sierra Nevada, all the way on in through Wednesday morning there. If we take a look at total precipitation in inches, as you can imagine, this starts to pile up quickly here for Northern California. Frontal system starts to move south, and again, big snowfalls incoming here. Look, some of these heavy amounts, including places like Sacramento. Some of the valley areas are going to get pretty heavy rain as well. Hopefully some of that can sneak down into the San Joaquin Valley. And again, not too much with the first round there for Los Angeles, Orange County, San Diego counties. But there's just kind of a sharp cutoff there right across Los Angeles County. And then the next system starts to swing through, and that could bring some better precipitation amounts as we go towards the end of the week upcoming. Now, accumulated positive snow depth change in inches. This is the actual snow depth change over through the next week and coming up here in some areas getting up over 3 feet additional snow amounts across the Sierra Nevada. If you look at the total snow could share ratio, this is snow falling, doesn't take into account compression and melting and things like that, but you can see some pretty big amounts across the Sierra Nevada. Some of that trying to sneak down towards the transverse range here. Let's see when that actually happens. Looks like on the day Friday. Now, the ensemble mean on the European, I'll scroll through this pretty quick. You can kind of see. I'll let it stop at the end there. And yeah, it does show some for Southern California. But again, kind of a sharp cutoff there. Wish more was making down across Orange and San Diego County. But that wouldn't be too bad for Los Angeles County. You'd get some totals up towards 3/4 of an inch. 6 to 10 day, kind of a mixed bag here. Don't like that look for Southern California, but what can you do? And there's a 6 to 10 day precipitation. 8 to 14 day temperature outlook. Actually, that was the temperature outlook I believe I just showed you with the 6 to 10. Yeah, 6 to 10 temperature outlook. 8 to 14, and precipitation near normal for some of the west coast here as well. So anyway, yeah, be prepared here. You can see the storm train is on its way. Here goes that cone low. It's going to be kicking through that front. Another system rolling through here. Thunderstorms, big winds, big waves, big mountains, snows, and some strong winds into the valley areas as well. You saw Sacramento perhaps gusting 50 plus with this system on the day Tuesday. So anyway, hope you guys are staying safe out there. Again, hopefully let's get these to uptrend a little bit for some of the Southern California without bringing any significant flooding. But anyway, click like and subscribe. We'll do this all again tomorrow, and I will talk to you guys then.